Hi guys, so this intro is going to be a little longer than usual because I have to explain this scenario. It's a lot more, it's probably the word, well, not Nixon, not the Nixon side, but the Kennedy side is, I think, the worst. I didn't realize how hard it was because I never really played Kennedy too much, but yeah, it's extremely, like, luck based. Like, it's even worse than Gerald Ford. I've tried 4 times during the month to record this video, and every time I lose. Now, there have been times I've had times where I win, but I'm not recording, and I get like 333 electoral votes or something like that. But it's so inconsistent. Like I've never seen like any sort of like there's only one guide for the Kennedy side, um, that I've found, and I'm not going to use it because yeah, it doesn't work. At least for my game anyway. But yeah, I've sort of made my own guide, but it's this scenario is extremely luck based. Like it's ridiculous. It's the worst of the base scenarios, and I did think the worst was or the hardest was Gerald Ford 1976, but this one is ridiculous. Like sometimes I get landslides, and then other times I get just destroyed. So what I'm gonna do for Kennedy, I'm gonna play it twice on normal. If I lose twice, I'll just play it on the easy, and I'll show you the end screen because I'm very sorry. This will probably be the only time I'll ever do that, but yeah, I mean it's just ridiculous, just how crazy. Like, but anyway, so John F. Kennedy has served as senator since 1953. He comes from a wealthy political family and possesses a youthful, telegenic appearance. He has been a moderate senator in the past and faces the challenge of winning over liberals who prefer other candidates. Furthermore, almost any stance that Kennedy takes on civil rights will alienate a key bloc of his party. One strategy to finesse these points and focus on the Cold War, Kennedy would be the first Catholic president. So the VP you want to select is Lyndon Johnson. Symington is very mediocre, and most of the time you'll lose as him. And Humphrey, you're kind of guaranteed to lose with Humphrey because, I mean, the entire South defects. So, yeah, you have to pick Lyndon Johnson. So there's several reasons why it's so luck-based. The first is just it is. Like, there's just random states. Like, sometimes when you're playing it, like, just random states would be higher and lower. The second is Eisenhower goes to random places and you don't know where he's going to go. And the third is the debate question, which I've actually won the game with the worst debate answer. I've actually, well, not the very worst, but the like middle answer. I've actually won it. But yeah, I mean, it's just very tilted against you. And I mean, it makes no sense because like 95% of the time when I'm playing as Nixon, I win. But like with this, it's like 65 to 70%. It's I got, or even like 60, 70. Like I lose, or I win or lose. But so the key states you want to be going to is Pennsylvania, Illinois, Texas, and California. That's the 4 states you want to go to. Um, yeah, and the margins are just completely RNG, complete RNG. The margins. So, but that's all I gotta say about that. But anyway, so let's say campaign is a mainstream liberal. It's pretty messed up that you can win as Nixon like really easy and Kennedy's like impossible. But, well, not impossible, but just complete. It's just whenever the game feels like it. But So I usually go to Pennsylvania first, and then when I get solid in Pennsylvania, I go to either Illinois, Texas, or Illinois or Texas, sometimes California. California is very unreliable. Winning it is extremely unreliable. Sometimes you win it, sometimes you don't. Pennsylvania, pretty much all the time, you win. And Illinois, but California and Texas are much more variable. So, you want to say vigilance. This one you want to say redouble. The guide I saw said starting point, but I think it's too liberal. Let me see. See, it's the margins are just complete luck. Say we must do better. Cuba's being lost. And these are the answers. These are probably the best answers. So when you play this, I recommend playing it on easy, because playing it on normal is just gonna give you. I mean, if you're lucky, you win it, but then sometimes you're unlucky, and it's just BS. Okay, just go to Pennsylvania. Yeah, most of your visits, I go to Pennsylvania most of the time. Yeah, Missile Gap. Say enter the same year. Yeah, because if you don't visit, like, you can actually lose Pennsylvania. Yeah, don't respond yet. Absolutely not. This one, you want to be moderate with it. Yeah, you want to say little concern for the law. You want to be more moderate on civil rights. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I mean, believe it or not, well, unless there's one question where it does matter, but in the grand scheme of things, it's all about where Eisenhower goes to. I think that's all it's all about. Like, wherever Eisenhower goes to and you go to, it completely decides the game. So yeah, someone needs to like revamp this or something, because it's stupid. But and this is this is one of them. Good. Well, every time I've recorded this, I've won the debate, and I've won the debate and still lost. Every time, like the 4 times I recorded this over the past few weeks. I should have probably went to California then. Support unions. Illinois, probably gonna go there. Yeah, let's go to Illinois now. Yeah, that's the four states. Well, really 3, because California is very unreliable, but it's Texas, Illinois, and Pennsylvania. Those are the 3. Don't go to North Carolina or New York, because even though they're very close at the beginning, you don't want to go there, because you'll always win those. Defend these islands. You want to be actually more liberal. You want to say federal spending. Yeah, I'm very worried. I'm very worried about this video. Yeah, just say supportive. Don't go too liberal with it. Yeah, unfortunately. Support this measure. The other ones are terrible. Yeah, internal. Yes, so Pennsylvania is now solid. We're probably going to lose California. Probably. Yeah, go to Illinois. And what gives me the best results is going to Texas in the South. That's what usually gives me the best. Whenever I've only won once picking California and West Coast. Every other time it's like it's cursed. Whenever I pick California and West Coast, I lose. So, yeah, just say Texas in the South. Maybe Midwest is the best, but I don't know. I think it's Texas in the South. So yeah, I'm gonna play it twice because it's very likely I'll lose. Or actually, I'll play it 3 times. This video will be a lot longer though. Yeah, they're all safe. There's no surprises there. North Carolina, yeah, you always win. Actually, we won it by a lot this time. Yeah, Ohio, Nixon, I think always wins Ohio. Arkansas, yeah. Or Pennsylvania, yeah. It's pretty solid, too. And Illinois, awesome. Illinois, okay. California is very likely to go to Nixon because 80% of the time it goes to Nixon. Texas, that's cool. We're almost there. Almost there. Yes! I got a first try. Awesome. It's so luck based. Like I did it like 4 recordings of it and I never won. So this will be the last recording, but of it because now it's done. So everything I said before is useless now. But anyway, so the video's pretty much over now. But hopefully you can move the United States in a more modern direction after 8 quiet years of Eisenhower, while holding the line against the Soviet Union. At your young age, you had the potential to define the entire decade as president and perhaps to hand the torch to one of your brothers in the future. And as everybody knows, John F. Kennedy got assassinated in real life. But yeah, so we lost California. I think what decides the election are all these like Rust Belt states, like I think Michigan and Missouri decide everything. I don't really want to visit those though, because I'm afraid I'm going to lose Texas and Illinois and Pennsylvania. But possibly advice I give you is to experiment with going to Michigan or Missouri. Experiment with it. Never put everything on California because it's extremely inconsistent, like I've said throughout the video. But yeah, so that's the end anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next time I'm going to play Theodore Roosevelt, 1912. Yeah, no, I've never actually played that one. So yeah, I got to experiment with that one. But I'll see you guys after.